So I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order, the City Council regular meeting. It is 6:03 p.m. Tuesday, November the 15th, 2022. We are at Granbury City Hall, 116 West Bridge Street, Granbury, Texas 76048. So we are now called to order, and if I could have Reverend Terry McGill come. She's the pastor of the Crescent and Wapples United Methodist Church. She will lead us in our invocation. Please stand.
Holy God, as we gather for this meeting of the City Council today, we do so in a spirit of gratitude that we are all created in your image and that you created us to exist in community with one another. We are thankful for the individuals, for the families, for the businesses, for the schools, and all those who are in attendance tonight, all those who make up this community and contribute to our lives. We're grateful for those elected officials who have chosen the way of service, offering their leadership on behalf of all of us. Grant that those who are leading tonight will be filled with your wisdom, with your discernment, with a spirit of character and conviction. Guide their decisions, embolden them to do what is right for the entire community, that they might serve with humility and goodness. Renew in each of them a servant's heart, that they would be reminded in every decision your desire to seek the least, the lost, and the left out among us. Renew all of us here tonight with the strength of your presence. Help each person here to see one another through the lens of your love in dignity and grace, even and especially during times of disagreement. Instill in each of us the joy of helping to build community and a welcoming place for all your people. And together we all lift our voices and say, Amen.
Amen. Thank you. If you'll join me now at the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Thank you all very much. Move to item number 4, proclamation and presentation, and it is City Council, City Manager to issue encouraging statements and recognize city staff. Do I have any council would like to make any recognitions tonight?
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Vail.
I just want to reiterate and thank our communications department, Jeff and Chuck. Since they've gotten that group together, we've just had some amazing communication come out from them. Both information as well as some really creative stories. And I watched the story the other day of Mr. Whistler, who turned 100 years old, who was our World War II vet. And I know Jeff spent a lot of time editing that out to get it down to 7 minutes. And it was just a real great opportunity to hear from him. And I think they've just done a really good job of communicating important things out in the community, sometimes in a very creative way. I didn't know we had a talking dog here in Granbury. Well, there's actually 2, I guess, from the other night at Granbury Live, but I just, 6, okay. Anyway, I just wanted to recognize and thank Jeff and Chuck for just a great job that they do here for the city.
Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, thank you. Well, let's go to number 5, public comments on agenda items for non-public hearing agenda items. And I think I can move through that quickly because do we have any? We have no comments on that anyone has signed up, so we'll pass on that. Now we'll go to the consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are routine or previously discussed items and will be approved with one motion. However, should a member of the City Council wish to discuss any item, said item may be removed from the consent agenda and considered under the deliberation agenda. Do I hear anyone want to move an item up? Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Mr. Wadley?
Second.
Mr. Vail seconds. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. That will pass 6-0. Moving to 7.1, the deliberation agenda. Consider approving resolution number 22-15, authorizing the city manager to exclude the East Wastewater Treatment Plant and collection system from the CMAR agreement with Pepper Lawson Waterworks for the Phase 1 wastewater system improvements. Mr. Kaufman?
Thank you. As you're aware of previous conversations, we are moving along with the south plant, and as we move along with the east plant, we've decided to do a bid, design, build. All that work has been completed, and so we feel like we would get a more competitive bid by doing it this way instead of leaving it with the CMAR agreement. There's a pretty extensive letter that was written that I need to execute, and our engineer, Chris Hay, and Rick Crownover are here to answer any questions y'all may have along this, and we can go from there. Thank you.
Council, do you have questions for Mr. Crownover or Mr. Hay? Are they representative from Hay? There being no questions, do I hear a motion to approve resolution number 22-15, authorizing the city manager to exclude the East Wastewater Treatment Plant and the collection system from the CMAR agreement with Pepper Lawson Waterworks for the Phase 1 wastewater system improvements?
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Vail?
make a motion to approve Resolution 22-15.
Second.
Mr. Corrigan seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. I hear no nays. It passes 6-0. Okay. We have reached the agenda item to consider adopting resolution number 22-16, canvassing the election returns and declaring the results of the November 8, 2022 general election. We have known since day one that there was going to be a tight turnaround, and that tight turnaround has occurred, and review says we really need a little more time to do this. So do I hear a motion that we will postpone definitely until Monday, November 21st, items 7.2, item 7.3, item 10.1, and item 10.2.
So moved.
Ms. Ryder makes a motion. Do I hear a second? Second from Mr. Wadley. So we will move through those. And
What time of day would you like to have that meeting?
I'm open. Council? Time of day?
I don't know if there's a ZBA meeting that night. Is there a ZBA meeting? Mr. Crownover, is there a ZBA meeting next Wednesday or Monday night? Okay, so this room would be available? No problem.
So we will push that to a time of 6 p.m. at the council chambers here at 116 Westbridge Street. Very good. Okay, I now declare that the Granbury City Council is convened into open session.
Did we get a vote?
We want to postpone 10-1 and 10-2.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Put them in there.
Do we need to vote on that?
Well, we got a motion.
Yeah,
and
we
a second.
we do need to vote on that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. That motion passes 6-0. So now, I now declare that the Granbury City Council is convened into open session, that all members are present. The City Council will go into closed session pursuant to provisions of Texas Government Code in accordance with the authority contained in the following
Then it's
sections:
ZBA meeting.
consultation with attorney, pending or contemplated litigation, deliberation regarding real property, and deliberation regarding economic development negotiations. We will now go into executive session. I now declare the Granbury City Council reconvenes into open session. There was no action taken in closed session, and all council members are present. Does any council member have any further business you'd like to discuss? There being no further business, I announce the meeting adjourned.